underway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Underway here. And Alex, are you with me?
I'm totally with you, dude.
Beautiful stuff. Well, that's the opening towards banana that we needed. We're off. Now, ladies and gentlemen, just bear with us. We've got a couple of issues here to get through, but we will be bringing you the game. I promise you that much. All right, smoke towards top of banana now. The opening kills have gone down, but the low HP of Art and Henny is going to make life very, very difficult. Take a note, Bit is in the server. We were talking about his presence as that sixth man. Expect to see Flamey later, but they're finishing B, Alex. It looks like lobbing out these smokes.
Big fan of that. They are so low, though. Henny are both within a scrap of health and trying to operate with it. The flank looks promising. And planting in the smoke. It's a fake. Surely he gets caught by the pepper. But now some salt. Oh, it would have been a good line. Why didn't he make the play?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think we go all in and we just hope that every single play works.
Otherwise, I'm going to have the lowest energy of all because I am literally in my hotel room.
Are you wearing pants, though?
I decided I had to. I even have jewelry on standby if I'm still feeling...
Okay. Yeah. I kept my shoes on.
Did you really? So, I have mine here. I was considering it.
It's just making me feel like we are in the studio. So here we go. We're going to get underway with round number 2. When we are in eyes, we've got Rushley is showing you all at home. So we're going to do our absolute very best.
This.
We actually saw him for the first time for 2 rounds, Alex, if you take your mind back a couple of weeks ago. He stood in when Electronic had a couple of issues. So he's a kid from the NAVI Academy squad, as it were, and it feels like he's been promoted. He was over there in Blast playing for them. We'll see more from him today. And Simple's going to get a nice shot there on a Quesarado. So it's just going to be a light buy coming in from Furia here. Some upgraded pistols, no armor, nothing crazy. And how easily will Navi be able to dispatch of this? In the past, Boomich has had some woes over towards this B bomb site. They've actually bolstered his defense with Perfecto. So some chopping and changing on the CT side of Navi in recent weeks. Something to keep in mind here.
You're a little crackly when you get a bit louder, Chad. I don't know if your gain knob is all up.
I can play with it.
Have a little toggle with your knob and I'll do some commentary.
Lovely.
Oh, there it is. That lovely was a bit nasty. Just for feedback's sake. Could just be me. But yes, I apologize to everyone tuning in. This is not what we wanted to be delivering. Unfortunately, there is absolutely nothing we could have done about it. So, smoke deployed and running with the punches. It is only a P250, a Desert Eagle. Certainly promising if they could find a way in, but Simple's already beheaded Quesarato, and I imagine there's more victims on the other side of that smoke. Fresh mag.
Look at that, easy as you like. They even rotated 3 players over here. Vinny just has to go down now, 6 HP. Surely he goes down. No more frags here for Vinny. It is a bit of a specialty map for him, but Perfecto will silence him, and that's going to be the second round for Navi. The guns will be coming out, though. You can check everybody for Furia has around that 4K mark. So the AKs are coming out, utility to follow. Won't be an AWP in play just yet. The AWP is out for Simple already, so this is quite early to be getting it out. Round number 3. Let's see if Furia are expecting this.
I've just lost my HUD. What's the magic button? Oh, never mind. I'm having a field day here.
Yeah, I think that was Rush who may have disabled that one, but it's all good.
Simple with that aforementioned AWP, but 3 players leaning B. Clear intentions of not letting Furia have this for free. Nade does tickle him down. He stands his ground. Boomich throws one back. Does better. Go on, wall bang it, pull the trigger. Simple's thinking about it. Once Quesarato on the swing, Boomich to spray. It's a collateral. And they even take a third. This is a perfect use of their resources so far.
All right, 2-on-4 situation, and after that, I don't see the way in. The AWP's still alive. This is just like the pistol round. Yeah, you've got a bit of utility. Sure, you've got banana control, but do you want to run into them? And apparently not, because Navi have split up into a 2-2 setup. So 2 players rooted on that B bomb site, 1 towards the arch side and 1 tucked on in towards Pit. The job of these A defenders is just to delay. They have utility to work with as well. Electronic and Bit, between them, 1 smoke, 1 flash, and a HE. The weaponry is good. The FAMAS is not going to be too many problems for Electronic, who's a bit of a specialist over towards this Pit position. He might get greeted here, Alex.
Just has to time it right. Still paranoid about the balcony position. Bit can get info here. More than info. Take a frag. Practically a round as well. Yuri dealt a practically dud hand. He might have a way in here. He's got a duel with Bit. Electronic playing around his own smoke. And this reposition is great because he has to clear Pit. And it's Bit with a double. 3-0. Navi flying start on this defense. And very minimal fragging from Furia so far.
Yeah, that's a key here. If Navi can keep them quiet and keep Furia away from this type of rounds that they seem to pull out of their ass, right, with that aggression. And we are going to talk about it, and even though they've dispelled it in interviews, and I think people watching their games realize it's not aggression for 100% of these games, but aggression seems to be one of the keys that's difficult for teams to deal with Furia. And when we had this matchup just last week within Blast, Na'Vi managed to get the lion's share of opening duels going in their favor. And if you're starting in a 4v5, oh, it's fast Banana here.
It's fast, and you know Boomich loves to just throw his body into Banana.
Nice nade. Nice. Utility damage there as well.
They invested into so much util, and they've got nothing for it. Top Banana, great. What are you going to do with that? Practically nothing. Nade. Ooh, you can see his intention.
You can't go anywhere, boys. You're locked in. They still have the smokes for the B execute. They could do a front wall set of smokes, but they're just going in. Getting whittled down without much traction whatsoever. It's looking like another clean round here from Na'Vi. One smoke on Quesarado. These two deagles, no armor, no flashes to make this one work.
Boomich is such a rascal. Just as he pushes on the flash, it's clean as you like. And that's lovely. He'll even treat himself to a Tech 9. 4-0.
All right, here we go. Let's get into the business rounds.
Is the electronic score bugged, or has he genuinely just seen no action? 0-0-0. They haven't even needed it.
Keep it quiet, isn't it? Like, I guess when you think about these rounds, the majority of which have been at the start heavy towards the Banana play. So that's why we're seeing Boomich up to 8 frags. Perfecto's got 5. Simple's been over there with that Collat still holding onto the AWP. So this is really clean work. And remember, this is Furia's map choice. So to get back underway, the guns are back out. Still no AWP in response to Simple going for a pick.
Oh, not too far off the mark, and he actually goes forward. Oh, he's bringing Furia's aggression to them with a nice opening. It does get caught by Henny around the smoke, but a quick incendiary from Boomich buys him time. They're leaving the bomb at spawn as well, so Furia happy to find an opening frag here at the cost of art. And rejigging the defenses as well. A 2-2 split for now. We've got a full 80 seconds of play here, so slow it down and start piecing that puzzle back together.
Boomich is still rocking an MP9. It just shows you how well his game's been going. It's one of the primary weapons you'll see him running on almost any map, especially when the chips are down. Yeah, but with all this utility left over, Alex, I cannot believe Perfecto is still operating with a full kit of utility. And same with Bit. Look, they're just starting to throw out some nades now, so they'll be able to dispel Furia from this bomb site for as long as they like. Look at this. Another HE, a smoke drops. They have more of that.
Do they walk through it? That's what Boomich is holding. There's a pin pulled. Henny with a pop flash. Boomich, timing's everything. A second flash keeps them alive for now, but only delaying the inevitable. Bit tucks into Nubox. Henny's on the hunt. 28 seconds. Time's getting sensitive. There is a player coming in through. It's Perfecto on CT, a big opening. Will they expect a second? Boomich has made his presence known. Yuri can hunt him. Oh. And now they've got the site. Surely they can get that bomb down. Perfecto, a very deep smoke's holding him at bay. Oh, but Henny's been caught! 10 seconds! Where's the plant? 8! Yuri's got it in time. And so a 2v2 emerges. Squeaky bum time, they back up on construction. It's good from Quesarado, and Yuri secures it. That's Furia's first and hard work. My good, they don't quite snatch the AWP. And so we won't be seeing one in action for the, what is it, 6th round.
Jeez, all right. So Henny was actually able to pick up that AWP entering into the site there and find himself a frag, a crucial kill there. I thought Perfecto had done enough by getting that kill onto Henny as he's crossed on the cusp of the smoke, but a great defense from Quesarado and Yuri locking down construction. No way in for the likes of Perfecto. And we'll get back underway. Furia can get the buy through, but it's a Galil for Vinny. Art's still yet to frag, so his aggression, it's being met so far with a brick wall. 3-man B-lean again. They want to stop it.
Yeah, Boomich has got a bigger gun. And he's got his incendiary. It's well placed. They've got some as well. Oh, the floor is full of flame. He's above. Oh, and he scavenges an extra smoke. Continues to be a thorn in their side. Fully unloads his mag into a 4v3.
They really want to fight for this banana control. Navi don't want to give up the top. Furia the same, and Furia are the ones who are coming out on the loser side of this time and time again. We find ourselves this time in a 3-on-4 situation in Navi's favor, and they're still dealing with a bit of utility. Flashes are plenty, 2 smokes, a Molotov. The jiggle pick from Perfecto, almost punished, but now the smoke comes out, they're pushing.
Yeah, got a lot to do. They're through. Oh no, he commits to the spray, a bit sketchy now. Deep smoke will deploy, signature Furia move, and it isolates Perfecto. Big frag, Art's gone. Looking to make amends. This is great stuff, only the bomb plan and Simple's there. Great retake. I mean, can I call that a retake, really? They just started...
they just got it down.
They just started charging at him.
As a consolation plan, they let you get away with that one. But Alex, because we're in the server for once, I'm just flicking through and checking out the utility damage. And a lot of this action over towards Banana, it's backed up not only by Boomich's kills, but his utility damage. Currently sitting at 379. Actually, now that the round's updated, make that 443 utility damage so far for Boomich alone. So he's making a absolute meal of it towards top Banana now. And Furia might need, they might need to have a bit of a different tact here because they're getting locked out or the trades aren't falling in their favor towards top Banana time and time again. And we're already going into round number 7 here. They can keep buying because of these plants, but the AWP isn't out for Henny. I'm not sure how key that is within their game plan. And another note, we'll keep track of this. Art still yet to frag. If he can find an entry, the money isn't great for Na'Vi. 1 round lost, and we could see Furia forcing Na'Vi down to an eco.
It's not out of the realms of possibility. Early utility exchange, and again, Boomich looking to demand some control. He's found a nice little angle on the top of the cardboard. Ooh, but the nade's strong. Boomich so aggressive in his defense of this Banana. And it does force Furia to invest resources and players. He's got a retake molly from Perfecto, or is it just a reactionary hold? He's just going to keep it in his hands for now. They've given full top Banana control to Furia. And that's the smoke, but they might just go through this. Oh, the timing's good. Need a good spray here. Perfecto's got 2-3. Finally, Art fills the feed. It's not enough. The bomb's locked in top Banana and the smoke's down.
There is another bomb site, I promise you.
He's got the rotate now. The cavalry's arrived. Bit fully ready and raring to go. And actually, just as they boost, oh, he's got the perfect ang, but he doesn't commit. And actually gets caught through the bang. Now a flash, a perfect peek, but still, they find cover. Furia, they've got so many wounds, battered, bruised, but they find another on the site. They're making it work.
It's doable now.
Can he get away with it? His bottom was spotted. Art is committed to that corner now. He's very, very vulnerable to the swing here from Electronic. And it's clean. It means it's all on Yuri. He doesn't even get a chance at it. Simple, quick, and Electronic and Simple. Can't think of a better duo I'd like retaking my bomb site.
That's Electronic's first kill.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, he's finally gotten on the board. The guy's just... Hey, if he keeps babysitting Pit, he's the longest rotation away from this big bomb site. So with the Arch players, they're going to be getting a bit more action. You're even going to see old mate, who is it? Old mate Bit over there more than what you're going to see Electronics. So all in all so far, things are looking pretty good for Na'Vi, the 6-1 start. And now the question is, do they want to save for this ult? Furia still have enough money to go for a buy. They've decided to take a tactical timeout here, their first of 4. Just to talk through their approach, some of their options, because the game plan is very clear. Go Banana, punish the B defense, and at that point, you're going to force the play from Na'Vi to maybe play more heavy Banana for control at the start. But so far, Na'Vi are already doing that. So it's like, you keep walking into 3 players.
Yeah, and I mean, look, let's put 2 and 2 together, right? I've got 2 puzzle pieces. You have on screen, Boomich's 7 assists in 7 rounds of play.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, so that's testament to the utility damage. They're converting off of that. Furia, you're struggling to frag. Maybe it's got something to do with the fact that you're all half HP by the time you've started the 20 seconds of the round. Maybe we do just let Boomich have his way with his deep smoke and his incendiary. Let him spray away, and then 30 seconds later, we'll give it another go.
Yeah, I've just been impressed with how Na'Vi have been able to dispel this. Do you remember how many problems previously in the year Boomich had over towards sandbags? Like everybody had found him out. He was getting naded, Molotoved, absolutely destroyed. And Flamey was the other player on the bomb site with him. And those two were just having a rough time of it. Now what they've been able to do is move Simple as the primary AWP, but keeping him on that arch side, Electronic locking down Pit. And then Bit has a bit more flexibility as an individual towards A. They've moved Perfecto from that A position now over towards B. And we always look at Perfecto as a safe pair of hands. You keep him on that site as long as he can delay, as long as he can get you maybe 1 or 2 kills as they come in. If Boomich goes down early, he's done his job. So far things are looking good for Na'Vi, and we're on a similar track to what happened last time these two teams met. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a bit of a technical issue right now. Players are just sorting that out, and we'll be getting this one back underway as quickly as possible. But if you are joining us and you're used to hearing Rush, you won't be hearing him this time around. So sorry about that. He can hear us, but you won't be able to hear him. But let me tell you that he does send his regards to everybody. And we will, when we cast the eco rounds, we'll make sure we do it just like Rush would.
Could you perhaps help me out as well, Chad? You know, while we use this technical timeout with a recap of the day, because I mean, I tuned in to the tail end of that big Vitality game. Clearly, I missed a bit of a banger there. Like if I was a diligent man, I'd have gone and watched that Vertigo back because I see an overtime win, big take Vitality, and now they are, of course, victorious 2-1 in that series.
Yeah, and Masuda was having an absolute ball terror of a game there on map number 1. So I think Vitality are going to be kicking themselves that they were unable to close out that opening series, considering they just won Blast, right? They just lifted another trophy. And one of the storylines that we'd been running with in 2020 was the fact that Vitality kept being the bridesmaid. They kept making it to these finals, and they kept losing them. I think when we last checked in, they were at 4 losses within grand finals. They've finally been able to convert that now. We saw that with our own 2 eyes. But for Big to rock up and then be able to take them down today and keep that resilience, right? Because they were down by quite the margin on map number 1. That's really good signs, because coming into this final event of the year, we have different teams who have had different, I don't want to call them eras. I think that would be, you know, very poor use of language there, but they've had stretches of the year where they have been considered the world number 1. That goes for Big, that goes for NAVI. We've got Astralis in the mix. Heroic had a short stint there, and Vitality in this event, I think that have to be everybody's favorite. So that's a truckload of teams. We also throw Furia in the mix, the fact that they've come on over as North America's top dog as well. You have a lot of big names here. So as we move forward, just quickly, because we're about to get this one underway, the second game was Astralis toppling Complexity with the stand-in, and it was Oton standing in for Poison, who had to go and have some emergency surgery, I believe it was. And it was a rough showing. If you ever have an opening game with a team as a stand and it's versus Astralis, you're probably not going to be too happy. Yeah,
that's not fair. No fun for Oton, and we will see more from them. Complexity will be playing Vitality in that head-to-head. So we're into our 8th. Technical has concluded. Vinny throwing out an aggressive smoke. He extinguishes the Molotov, and now Electronic gets a test. And Vinny just throws his body into Electronic's wake. No issue there. First frag goes Navi's way, looking like a 7th already starting to be formatted. They're hesitant towards B. It's like, do we want to be rotating? There's a lot of presence up towards brackets, but Furia have hit the pause button here. And they are starting to edge towards that banana area. But at least it's late, Chad. You give him a big green tick for that one.
The thing is, they've been able to avoid the utility damage, but now they're just running in.
It might work.
That was dry.
It might work, dude. It actually, if they could find Perfecto, he's backing away for now, calling for help. Bit is on the rotate. Henny, though, into the site. He's caught flak. What was that? Damn, Dink down. 90 damage inflicted from the M4, but the bomb has made it into the site. Bit and Perfecto flooding in from construction. That's a good flash. That was a team flash. It caught them. And only K-Serato and Henny on B now. The Navi cavalry's firmly arrived, and only K-Serato, oof, I was about to say full health. It won't be for much longer. And Bit, that's a nice multi-kill round from him. 3 on that retake from Speedway.
All right, well, Furia are looking stumped here, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. The fact that they just ran back in dry to that situation, I'm not sure. Maybe I missed a little bit of information that they thought that they gathered. But all in all, the scoreline being 7-1, it doesn't bode very well. And so far, a little bit of a bank is starting to be built for some of these Na'Vi players. Simple's up to just under that 7K mark. Perfecto just over 4K. Another clean round from them, and they'll be sitting pretty. Furia have opted in with a partial purchase here. We've got a menagerie of a buy. Mac 10, some pistols, a Galil, and they're fast up mid.
Very fast.
Oh, come on.
No worries. I mean, Electronics just got his 3rd kill, Chad, and they are charging towards him with Mac 10s. He stands his ground. It costs him. That's an AK upgrade. They can make that work. Yuri's going to try and spin up a plate. Oh, dear. Miss from Simple. Costs him his life. That AK scavenged away has already drawn more blood. And now they have access to the site, but they don't have the bomb. Chad, they've lost Yuri now, and the bomb's down towards top of middle.
Okay, well, there's a massive gap, but there's no way Henny can know this is open. And the fact that he's walking at this junction means he's worried about a push. K-Serato,
if he gets one here, they might start fully committing to this A. Just needs one. Flash is good, but he pulls the trigger, takes Bit. Tucking it again. This is great. They're all thinking it converted to the A push. Henny can run it. Knife out. Straight towards B. He will have time to get the bomb down and set himself up. It's Galil. 1v2 against a whole lot of util. Boomich and Perfecto to retake B.
All right, well, surely they know now that it's over towards the B side. They would have heard that sound cue. There it is. Okay, so the jig's up, but let's look at what utility they have for this retake. We're working with 2 smokes. If they want, they can turn this into a T-sided B take. Smoke coffin, smoke CT, use that Molotov towards the triple box and flash in and go. Are they going to rush it? It looks like they're going quickly. They're not using their utility.
Yeah, and Henny, he's only opted for new box. I mean, fair play, just don't show too early. The first time he reveals his location has to be very well calculated. They can force it, but they've invested their incendiary towards Emo. Time. It favors him now. He just has to find the spray, and he does! Perfectly into the head of Boomich. And it's not the most showy, but it's a glorious and necessary clutch from Henny there, puts the second on the board for Furia.
That's a big round to win right there. We were just talking about the economy being built for NAVI and Furia do it on a half buy. They were buying in this round regardless, but Henny's pulled off a miracle round. We've been talking about him this year within the Furia roster and how clutch he's been. Having Art as that aggressor means that Henny doesn't have to go for too many of these opening picks, and then late round, he gets to win rounds like that. Okay, and Furia definitely needed it.
We have to give some credit to Serato there, just with that intuition to pull the trigger. By finding that frag with the AWP, fully sealed the deal. There was no one home on B. And we're into it. Furia find their second. Will we have a competitive half? After what looked like it was all black and yellow, Wiz Khalifa would have been proud.
All right.
Was it him?
I don't know, man. You know me and pop culture.
Yeah, you're right. I have Google right in front of me, so...
All right, well, this is now actually started into normal Inferno bout here. You can see we're getting the default, but simple with the AWP train towards the ender. Holes has the boiler and Holes jiggle to deal with. Takes a pot shot, backs on off, and he's not too scared. He'll even drop a nade and smoke of his own just to dispel this. Mid control's taken now, 1:10 on the clock.
Yeah, Electronic and Bit, if they start pulling the trigger at the same time, this could be promising. They're actually being corralled into Bit, and he finds 2 of them, doesn't get away scot-free. Art pulls the trigger on the jump back, but Simple punishes Henny on the shoulder. It's only Art. And Furia, they've just been completely rumbled. Electronic panic, jump, it's a chance. I need another Art. He knows there's one close holding the line. Simple's hunting him down. It does jump to evade it. Molotov's interesting. Not sure it's going to force the fight. Trying to isolate. 40 seconds. He's got someone working second middle. He now has to react. He's only got 13 HP. Hunted from behind as well. Boiler's on lockdown. 30 seconds. Art's lost so much health. It's almost out of the question now.
The problem is, because he's locked in, he might not even consider a save here. And there it is. Simple will take down Ard, and yeah, that one felt done and dusted as soon as he was pinned. There was no way out, there was no way forward. And that's going to be an 8th round for NAVI. And if we just quickly have a look at the frag charts here, it's not Simple who's needing to put on the Simple show. And I think we need to make sure we push this home when that isn't the case. Right now, Boomich on 11, Perfecto on 13 kills, 11 for Bit at this stage. It's Simple and Electronic who aren't having to do the lion's share of work. And when that is the case, you normally think NAVI are losing, but they're running away with this one here. It's going to be another one of these partial investments from Furia. Yuri's gone all in with the AK. You've got a light smattering of pistols for the other 4 and a little bit of utility, but look how tempered they are in Banana now. They don't want to force up early for this utility damage whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't blame GG.bet for favoring NAVI, and it certainly seems to be going the way they saw it, giving the edge towards Artis Vincere, and 8-2 up here on our first map of the series. They made it work before with only the AK on Yuri. Well, maybe he can do it again. This time he doesn't have to go and take it by force. He's brought his own to the party. Bring your own AK, BYOA.
They forced out a little bit of utility, and I think that gave away Navi's setup on A, that it was quite passive. The rotation's been drawn, and now Boomich is under pressure. He's got to back off.
Fine, he's fine. Drop it when he feels comfortable. Just in the nick of time. And they react immediately. You can see tucks into that corner to hear if there's any rotate speedway. There's already one set up, though. Won't be hearing any extra info. Perfecto burrowing into the site. The Fnatic smoke into the front of the site. They can plant within it. They've even seen them fake within it. What's the plan? What's the go? Boomich is the one to pep up. 40 seconds here. Furia, the 3rd rotate has come in. The form of Simple. Deep smoke's really powerful. Look how much space they've got. They can actually start flanking.
He's hearing this.
Art can contain them. They're wrapping. Perfecto's there. Boomich as well. Long range with an MP9. Not the weapon, and he's taking a great shot. Yuri's aching out. He's Tech 9. They're filling the feed. You're right. Bomb's loose. Construction side. They don't know where Boomich is. They have to find him now. Serato's hunting. The scout reloading. He needs to find a frag now. Henny does it with the P250, and they can now get that bomb down. Vinny's recovered it. And in just 4 seconds to spare, Furia have the site. And again, with just a smattering of pistols, they're converting.
Boys, just stick with these half buys. You seem to take a couple more risks.
Oh, they got an AKM4 and an AWP for free. That's one way to turn the tide of a half. And now look at Navi's money. They are begging for coins.
Yeah, and Navi have a couple of choices here. Do they want to force buy on this one, knowing that the loss bonus is not built up to a point of where they're going to be gifted a buy in the next round anyway? It looks like they're going to upgrade into some Deagles. It won't be the full investment. Simple's kept himself about 500. Everybody else closer to that 2K mark besides Electronic. But this used to be a Navi special, so let's see what they can... Oh, never mind. There's a boomage opening towards Banana. That's a site we're quite familiar with. And Art's found another. So finally, they've broken at least Navi's pressure, and now Furia are the ones getting to level this down. Only 3 Navi members stand, and we would need some absolute miracle Deagle shots from the likes of Perfecto and Simple here. Still operating with that one smoke for Electronic, but I don't know how handy that's going to come in when he's on the wrong side of the map.
Yeah, not so convinced. Oh, not bad with the Desert Eagle, starting to put some pressure onto Henny, down to 64. But this is, again, Furia with their all-in. Bees and the smokes are so good. You can see 3 members of Navi. They're all there. They're all in the right place, but absolutely nothing other than bullets being thrown back through that smoke. Unloading their rifles. The bomb goes down safely, uncontested. They'd like to hope and pray they can at least make it a little bit more costly, get some of those weapons they punished and were stolen from them in the round prior.
Yeah, it's just about that economic damage now, but doesn't look like they're going to get away with too much here. Furia just spamming through the smokes. They're not allowing them to have any room to work with, and a clean one here for Furia would be big. They're still well and truly in this half. The fact that Navi have 8, hold up, Perfecto. He wants to have a little bit of a look in here. Doesn't look like anybody's home. They've all already evacuated the bomb side, and Henny will finish him off. So it will just be simple. The last man standing, that Kevlar and Deagle will be nice going into the next round of play. But just taking a look here at what's possible, if Furia run this one back, we could be looking at an 8-7 on the half. And that would just be miraculous when you consider how this one started. Navi, if they go out in any fashion that... Really, with the start that Navi have had, they would be looking for 10 rounds, right? You would be looking for at least a 10-5 half. So when we have only a handful of rounds left to be played here within this first half, they have to save another.
So, you know, imagine, if you will, that Navi got their openings 7-1 or whatever it was, 6-1, 7-1, 7-2, through their own, you know, the utility damage. We kind of explained it and broke it down during that technical timeout. Now Fury have managed to have this lovely revelation of arriving to be late and as a unit all the same, and it's been working great. That flash really works great on the boosted Deagle. No one's home, though. So now it's time for Navi's second part of this. Yes, your initial utility setups gave you 6 rounds off the break, shutting down Furia's B pressure. But now you've got to find the second answer to the second conundrum. Furia have definitely solved the second quarter of this half. And again, oh, we saw a glimpse and it costs him. Oh, that's an AWP. Put within Simple's reach, he's tempted. Holding it though is Yuri, punishes the hunt. Oh, he's low, and so are Navi. Another headshot, this time from Henny. Problems starting to dissipate.
Yeah, just taking a look at that little boost, a fun little nugget for people maybe who used to play 1.6. That was a boost we used to do on mid-wall as well. So being brought out here in the likes of CSGO. The angle's not as favorable, I would say, in this version of the game, but it will just be this B finish, and I don't think we'll be seeing too much out of Perfecto and Electronic. Yuri's the only one who is considered the walking wounded. The smoke gap is good, but the bullets go awry, and the bomb should go down. There's still 30 seconds left. Not too many dramas whatsoever here. Simple is coming, Electronic is coming in through Banana. But it's all in vain if Perfecto can't make anything happen, as K-Serrado will take him down. Electronic just to hold on to whatever he can scavenge. The 5-7's not bad. The smoke's something. But yeah, Furia are well and truly back in this game. Now, the scary thing here is, Alex, Navi got to that 8 rounds without needing Electronic and Simple to pop off. Yeah. Now, if Electronic and Simple start really getting going and the frags are coming their way, Furia have to be very, very worried about how this one might shape up. But it will be 8-5. And I wonder if Navi want to take a timeout. It's so curious that Navi have opted to bring in Bit so late in the year. I know this has only really been popularized by Vitality not that long ago. think we've got a bunch of teams now who are operating with this rotating 6-man roster.
I forgot about Tag and the pioneering Astralis.
Yeah, like in the beginning when they were kind of giving us all, I was going to call them, they're not excuses. They were telling us a bit of a story a couple months ago. I think Vitality are the ones who we can look to as the real embracers of the 6-man roster in a functional sense. But let's get back underway. We've got AWPs out for both sides. No kits, however, in play for Na'Vi here. Might be a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, and look at those CT smokes. They are very deep, and that's Na'Vi's response to Furia's aggression. You want to really take top banana control? Okay, sit in our smoke. That'll cost you. That's a good molly. He's forced Boomich into the flashbang, and he would have been completely executed had they taken that fight. This is risky business, though, Simple. Oh, he misses his shot, and Serato gets a room to maneuver. Simple's so low. Has to tuck into the site now. He's got assistance in... is that Perfecto? Yeah.
Yeah, so they still have 2 on the site, but the problem here is they've lost information across the map, and we always talk about this. You either need banana control or you need brackets control, and right now Na'Vi have neither. So Furia, they've almost got all the big ticket items under their remit. Now they take mid control. This is perfect. Boiler, Halls, Banana, and top mid, all under Furia's control right here with 45 seconds left. They can fake, they can string Na'Vi out across the map. It will come down to a gamble stack.
Okay, seems to be the second letter of the alphabet. Simple readies himself. He's actually managed to get one. And the incendiary's so good at Centenny packing.
Rotation's here, they stacked it.
Oh, dearie me, there's no time, they have to commit. This is such good calling from Na'Vi. They've got all their resources in the right place, and there's free frags for everyone. Electronic's gonna get another, and Furia, yeah, they got left out in the cold there. That was just perfect read and rotation.
Yeah, and this is the thing, right? Na'Vi have taken a look, they had players over towards that arch side. We saw Yuri was over that side of the map as well, but as soon as they knew to get that rotation is all 4 members of Na'Vi were there ready to lock this one down. So great work from them to bounce back from that slew of rounds that Furia was working on. And now on the CT side, going into the final round of play, they will have those kits. They will have almost full sets of utility. It's just Simple who doesn't have a Molotov and a HE to work with, and a full buy as well for Furia, but they are missing the big green. Once again, more aggression over towards Banana, and Simple wants a pick.
Okay, he gets away with taking that aggressive shot, but Hart brings some aggression to middle. A nade cuts him down to 42. Molly into pit does give them that presence of mind to perhaps focus on the site side, which is exactly where Electronic is facing. Oh no, 3 backs turned away from Electronic. He only gets the 1 though. Now Furia have the numbers. The bomb is a very late arrival into A. It's a deep molly. Doesn't stop Simple from holding long. But yes, into the site and a safe access point for that bomb in Serato's hands. Through the apartments, Boomich arriving there now. Simple deploying util for the re-aggress.
It's a wall of smokes now.
Yeah.
They're not even going to use it though. This is just misdirection. They're going to keep Furia's eyes glued towards that smoke.
I don't see how they get into this. Perfecto's got an incendiary. I don't know when that's going to work out. Graveyard maybe. No, and now Yuri's found 1. Just has to bide time. The bomb still ticking away. Na'Vi losing players and time. Simple's hit another, but with his knife out, it's Art. He opened and closes that round. 9-6. Fury will take that. That's a competitive half. And we'll be keeping the competition flowing when we return from our break. Let you work on that.
I think it's all right. I think I fixed it now. It just decided to randomly play, but we're back underway. So let's get this one underway. As Simple has that signature P250. We've been seeing him get dropped more and more. Has that Kevlar alongside it. Boomich into utility. And it looks like Banana control. They need to get past this defender towards the top, and that will be Art. Has Vinny just in the back lines there to support. Well, and there's the initial look in of intent. So Art's going to get peppered on down. Just a light little love tap. 69 points of health for him. If we just take a look towards top mid right now, you can see there's one player tucked in towards Trash. And that's Henny. So he can go for a late information swing if Furia think there's something up.
Okay, Art, now is the time to drop the smoke. And 60-second mark, dropping it certainly will put a bit of a dampener on things for NAVI, especially because they can clear mid for info. That's what Electronic was banking on, though. 1 for 1, they'll take that any day of the week, and that might channel them back to B. Yep, scrap your former plans. They got Art returning. Flashbang is available. He flirts with the idea. This is the commit. Vinny's confirmed it. 2 CTs with only USPs, and they're losing health fast. They've lost space too. Bombs going down now. NAVI have the site. This gets infinitely more difficult now, especially in the loss of Art. Vinny's only got a scrap of health to work with. It's really going to come down to Serato and Yuri from CT.
What a risk that was. The cavalry wasn't there yet, and now it's going to be a 3-on-4. They're just going to save, but Simple won't even let Vinny get away. It's just going to be Yuri and Serato now scampering back towards the A bomb site. They want to hold on to this Kevlar. It's going to give them a stronger force by going into the next. But all in all, that was a Hail Mary attempt from those 2 players towards Coffin. The fact that they went in, tried to find some trades in the flurry of that plant, unable to do so. And now that's NAVI going to be up to the double digits. 10 rounds for them as Boomich, he's out for blood. They're chasing through library. It doesn't seem like they should get much damage unless Serato wants to look in. They found them, but there's just not enough time.
Safe as houses.
Yeah, so let's just take stock here. Because of that saved Kevlar, there's a couple of choices from these Furia players. They can either buy into head armor for cheaper. I don't think they took any damage on that. Or they can get better guns out, right? They can upgrade with that residual cash knowing they already have Kevlar. And it looks like it's going to be the latter. A Famis for Yuri, a Scout for Serato, and the other 3 will be finding themselves with Deagles, and there's plenty of smokes in play as well. This is going to be a very difficult round for NAVI to get through. They're going for the standard 2-3 spread, 2 towards mid/banana, 3 towards alt mid, setting up in a very, very default anti-eco right now.
Oof. Thinks better of a repeat. Don't blame him. It's a potent buy, but Yuri, this is a real problem if you lose that. Famas and Electronic just handed him a haircut.
Yikes.
Completely unprovoked. And Electronic's biffing has cost him a great deal of his health.
They're straight into banana though, right? So they know that they've actually had some pushback in top mid. Now they're taking banana control. That's going to force out a smoke. Boomich wants space. Boomich, you madman!
Oh my god, he's crazy! Go on, you Vinny needs another! He won't get it, so Perfecto now has continued. He's taken a lesson, a leaf out of Boomich's book, and just holding W straight into the site. They've got control now. They can drop another smoke and just take their time with it.
Yeah, and at this point, this force buy from Furia, it might just be picking up these dropped guns if they can, but Simple, he's going to peek on out, take down Henny, and now it's just Serato with the Scout in the pit. Bomb's going to go down any second. Not a hope or a prayer in this round for Furia.
Certainly doesn't feel that way. Just holding on to what he brought in. Serato's Armored Scout. Valuable in another man's hands as well. Yuri, don't forget, man, it brought the full firepower, the FAMAS and armor, and it did not last long.
Okay, so, look, I find this very difficult for Fury to get back in, right? So let's say, best case scenario, Serato holds on to this. They're still coming, so there is a chance he loses this. Next round, they will have to take a save. So it'll be, at very best, we're talking HEs or P250s, and that's if Fury want to get risky. They're on the CT side. Then when we move into that first gun round, well, they need to win that one because NAVI will be looking like they're willing to run away with this one, keeping Fury at a single digit. So the Scout will be saved. If he gets a Scout tag and hits the nade, that's a kill in itself. So if we're going to look for bonuses for Fury, that's where it needs to start.
Look at this from Boomich, though. He's like spraying the cross and he comes back just leaping. Boots on the ground eventually for some accuracy, but he knew exactly what was going down there from the CT perspective. They had gap, they knew they were rotating back, and he wanted to punish it by any means necessary. It is only USPs, a 5-7 for Vinny. And of course, the saved Scout. Don't see too many ways in. As you've already outlined, Chad, this was Furia's pick, and they're potentially being kept in single digits by NAVI here.
I was hoping for a bit better of showing from Furia on their own map. There's still a lot of rounds of Counter-Strike to be played, and, well, Bits found an early piece of information. Knowing that that Hall's aggression is in play, he's going to hold back while the rest of his team already have mid control. They're heading over towards Arch. Oh, baited out by the utility there. Vinny goes looking for a gap in timing, unable to do so. Perfecto! Careful now.
You know, I mean, at least Art's got banana control. Admittedly, it's only with the USP, so it's more of a question of when NAVI want it, they'll take it. Bits found Yuri's hunt. Well,
17 for Perfecto, Alex.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely been on the upswing in terms of just raw fragging into the later half of this year.
Okay, so just 2 players surviving. This one is where we'd normally get Rush involved, and he'd be like, he would be mocking us, but not intentionally. He'd just be copying casting styles, maybe give you like some Henry Greer or some Anders casting commentary, but there it is, 12-6. Electronic takes out Art, and the guns will finally come out from Furia here. Henny has 6K, so that's enough for him to pick up the AWP. Some of the cool notes from NAVI, keeping those rounds relatively clean. They can hold on to these Galils, they can keep that MAC-10 in play, and they get a bit of a bonus round. The fact that they dealt with the Force Buy, they dealt with the Eco, things are looking good in the NAVI camp as they sit 12-6. Very, very pretty at this stage of the game.
All right, then, running out of options.
It's a standard hold, Alex. It's just the 2-3 spread, so it's not any banana indication from Furia here.
Yeah, Simple wants to take a lot of space off the break. He's ready for Art's reswing. The molly will deny it. Now isolating Vinny. All of that utility has left Vinny on a bit of an island, but he can cross back now. The CT molly. Oh, is it enough? No, Vinny's trapped and executed. Na'Vi have found another way in and take initial control. Queserato flashed off, but his smoke will buy time.
This is dream situation for Na'Vi right here. I painted a similar picture for Furia in that first half. Once you get banana control, oh no.
Okay,
that's
Henny.
A bad miss.
That's a bad miss. And now he's just flashed himself. That is far from ideal. Flustered, I think. This does not get easier.
They have top mid, they have banana control.
I mean, Henny has to pop off. If they hit A, it has to be Henny.
Well, they know that the AWP was at A as well, and they're dealing with 3 smokes, so they could just put down some smoke walls here, isolate that library side. That's most likely where he is.
They smoked Arch. He's holding long. They give him the fight. Oh, he's missed again. Henny, one more chance before Boomage closes the gap. He does pull the trigger. Takes down Bit. That's an equalizing frag, and Queserato is in the cubby. Reveals his presence, he hears steps above him, dropped on, does react nicely, takes down Simple, another's necessary, doesn't. And now the bomb can go down, Na'Vi have time.
Do Furia save here? They're not working with enough rounds. They have to make this call early, and it looks like Yuri and Art want to get into this one. Art has a little bit of utility. There's no defuse kit, so time is going to be a real problem. If they don't find a Na'Vi player lurking here, they might just call this one off, and that's 13. Yep, that's the call, the save call. This is what happens. This level of play, teams understand they better take their toys home, come back tomorrow and have another crack, because at this point, Na'Vi are sitting absolutely pretty. 13-6, 3 rounds away from sewing up map number 1. Map number 2, we will be moving on to Nuke. Boomage will go down with the ship. But look at his money. He's got 7K. Simple's got 10. Bit's got 10. Perfecto and Electronic, they're both operating with that much cash as well. So things could be going better for Na'Vi at this stage. I'm not quite sure what Furia can get away with here, because Henny had to make that play, right? That reaggress down mid. They were down a member. They needed an info play, and they definitely needed a kill. The fact that he's missed that one, he got offered a couple of chances towards that library side, but they just swarmed Queserato with only 1 kill to his name. And now the second time out for Furia. A lot to talk through here. You go all in at this stage behind these 3 saved guns. It makes sense. You might not get another chance to have weapons of this caliber operational. Nades will come out, defuse kits this time. This is almost the last stand here for Furia in map number 1. I don't know what they may have talked through, but I don't know where the kills are really going to come from at this stage. A Famis for Queserato.
Maybe that's going to be a change that we can appreciate. They're going 3-2 split off the break. They'll be taking a 3rd prong. It's, I can't tell if it's Art. Yeah, they have taken the AWP towards B to contest. An early utility favors Furia. Queserato with a little aggression towards apartments in a deeper smoke does mean he can check bedrooms, and they've got crossfire established in this apps area. Could be good for the mid-hold. Here comes a fight, and Yuri, he's gone down. Big from Henny, though, and oh my lord, he even dinks Simple on the way back.
All right, well, this is the first time in a while we've seen Furia with such a number advantage. Don't need to hang around so aggressively at this stage. They can drop on back and play the bomb sites. 1 player towards top banana, jumping for info, and 3 towards A, but they're still close mid. Queserato trying to worm his way back out of dodge, and Henny tucked in towards the graveyard position. They're all going to come through this halls. Smoke to limp on out. Molotov in exchange.
Perfect.
Na'Vi can stall this one out. They know that Furia respect. Oh, they're going.
Ooh, I wasn't expecting this. Perhaps neither with the CTs. Henny flustered. Simple dunked. K-Serato's already found 2. He only needs 1 more, and Furia are in it to win it. That's the 7th, a crucial round. Quick upgrade as well. Get rid of that FAMAS. They need everything they could possibly bring, because they've got to break Na'Vi's money again, as you highlighted in the round prior. 10, 12K. They're going to have all the bells and whistles again. K-Serato filling the feed a little bit. That's nice. It was Henny as well with a double on that bracket swing. You saw it there in the replay. But K-Serato really did put the cherry on top.
All right, maybe there's some business rounds left in this game. Let's see what Furia have in store. Once again, they're operating with that 3-man B lean. Art's still on the AWP. Nobody in Banana from Na'Vi early. They're just throwing a couple of nades to suggest that they are wanting to take control. Electronic, some nades up middle early, but Yuri's forward position might get found out here. Jumping up towards window, this is a problem. K-Serato with another molly. Electronic's forced forward. He has to fight.
They could wallbang him as well. It's so... Oh, he's burning! He's burning! He's got a lot of issues here. They hear him, and they're spraying him down. 28 HP. How has he not gone down? Oh, and Electronic actually wins the duel. You devil. And he's gotten away. Okay, I say that the last second. Out of the window as well. Just a bit of shrapnel catches him. Yuri's caught Boomich as well. He's under a lot of scrutiny from Bit. Simple looking for the trade up mid. Molly will force the fight. Vinny set up, form, and execution.
Trades everywhere right now. This is good stuff from both teams. Henny's isolated.
People spots him. Henny, a frag here would be magnificent. He's got 2 to deal with. Perfecto's find it. How many is that for Perfecto now? That's 18. He's actually on par with Simple, the 2 of them, up against Art. Very, very dangerous circumstance for Furia. Should they concede this, they're staring down the barrel of a bankrupt defense of the 14th. Art pulls the trigger and finds nothing. He's going to have to try and preserve what little he can. It's nades, it's armor, it's an AWP.
No, I thought he might consider it. He just picked up a kill.
Yeah, it's even more enticing now.
All right. Well, dear. That's the problem right now for this CT side economy. It's going to be thrown back into question here. When you look at the loss bonus, in the next they get the 2,900. That's enough for Henny, Vinny to buy. Art can drop a gun. Yuri's on the cusp. They should be able to make this one work. I wonder if they want to pull out the double AWP setup. There's not really enough money to do it. Vinny would have to drop it. Means he wouldn't be operating with a lot of utility, but that was a very interesting exchange towards window there. You can see that Furia are trying to rattle. They were going for trades throughout. Let's take Hall's control back. Let's fight for boiler control. They don't want to let Na'Vi establish too much map territory early. And actually, Vinny's going to operate here with the AUG. He's picked that one up the first time we're seeing it in this matchup. There's only 1 defuse kit, and that was the one saved by Art. Back underway we go. Looks like a mid pick.
I like the idea. Bring the fight to Na'Vi. Don't let them dictate the pace of these rounds. And oh, Simple and Art missing each other by a gnat's wing through the smoke. Simple might want to aggress. The flash is so good though. It's completely perfect. The spray wasn't far off. K-Serato brings Boomich low. And this is a real spanner in the works of Na'Vi's T side. They're even re-smoking T steps. Electronic chances it. Info as he pushes. The flash is good. Trade is there. This is chaos, Chad.
Oh my God, it's still going back and forth. It's just Bit. He's got boiler control, but that's about it. Look at this.
What the hell was that?
We still have a minute on the clock and all that action's gone down. Furia playing to that strength we talk about with the aggression on the CT side, just getting stuck in. But Bit, this would be one way to show us what you've got, my son. He's got a full kit of utility, plenty of time to work with. Vinny and Art are both very, very low. He can pick up the bomb, no problems, but there's so many areas and angles to check. He doesn't know how aggressive Furia still are. All of this is going through his head. The money situation right now for Na'Vi, it's not great. Having that min loss bonus, and check this out. It's so safe from Vinny. He's just playing to deny the plant, and that's all you want. He knows that if he just stops the plant, he wins the round. If Bit somehow pulls this one off, I'm going to be amazed.
I mean, he'd have to hard clear emo, right? That's the only way this happens. Henny's firing off shots middle. He's got 20 seconds. CT will become a threat if he doesn't cross now. He's fine. Molly opts for new box. Vinny readies himself. Bit reveals himself, and with 10 seconds, he hasn't got time to clear emo, but the smoke! Oh, and Vinny's plan worked perfectly.
Hard round to win. Very hard round to win right there. Gave it a crack operating for the plant, and what the plant would have done would give that extra $800 in the back pocket. Navi's money right now, if you take a look at the bottom left of your screen, you can see it's just under that 4K mark. Normally we're operating with about 4.5 when we're getting AK buys up, so Navi can go for a partial here. They don't need to fully invest right now. They have such a buffer of rounds. They can really just take their time. Go for a half investment, spend, leave yourself around that 2K mark, get yourself some nades and flashes, and that's exactly what they've done. They can operate here very slowly, milk out the utility of Furia, make sure they're expending and have to rebuy in future rounds, or they can get sucked straight in. And it looks like it will be the former as opposed to the latter. Slower approach early. Vinny, on the other hand, he's getting very aggressive.
Yeah, he likes it. That incendiary you could see timed perfectly when Boomich wanted to try and take a little space. Speaking of taking space, up towards brackets is Simple, and his signature deagle has taken the cap straight off of Henny. But in response, Furia filled the feed with 3. Electronic trying to punish with some pace. And what is his deagle made of? Oh my god! Simple Electronic had done it. They've managed to make something out of nothing. Just Desert Eagles. And a whole lot of fantastic muscle memory art punishes Electronic's peak. Perfecto's been dealt a slightly more manageable hand. Maybe just cut noise. Maybe he'll get given something here. Oh my god, they're making it clear, and he can punish one in the spine. He knows where the other is. It's
oh my god!
That's 15. That is ridiculous stuff. It was supposed to be impossible.
Come on now.
Tech immediately after they probably ripped out their headphones.
Oh my god.
Let me see this. Okay, here's Electronic. So the first shot's great, but how does he have the audacity to just jiggle on the wall bang? Perfecto gets given this one, though. I mean, Chad, are we in a position to judge Furia for going loudly, stampeding down mid, or is that just, you just have to lie back and relax? Yeah,
I'm not quite sure, you know, what indicated that push, because they had the bomb close enough. I don't know what to say about that one. Jesus, how do we even have that come out of the back pocket here? It was looking good. It felt like Furia had a chance to get back into this game. And now, not only have they lost that round, they're having to stew on it. Right?
That's so mean.
Navi are trying to fix a bit of an issue right here, and Furia have to sit here and just think about everything they could have done that wasn't exactly what lost them the round. So force buying in, there's a Mag 7, there's a Scout, there's a Famus. Oh dear, Navi are destined to win this map. MP9 for Henny, it's just going to be that M4 in the hands of Vinny. That's the best weapon they're operating with. They've got armor on all of them. No head armor, no defuse kits. Navi looking good for 16, looking to keep Furia here at single digits in map number 1.
Look at this. I mean, to be bringing a Mag 7 staring down the barrel of map point, your map point, you picked this, and you've got a Mag 7 to defend your honor. MP9, the M4 is promising. Vinny's trying to apply it with some aggression, trying to find the slightest of gaps in that smoke. But even if there was a gap, ooh, Perfecto did get a little damage, halved by Art's Desert Eagle, and trying to bait for Vinny's push. They're trying to get him tucked into the corner, and this is powerful position now, Chad. When you don't have much utility, parking Vinny and Banana would have been valuable. They might have to use a different player, though, because that is the M4.
Here's the deal. Navi don't have to rush anything right now. You know you're up against scrappy guns, and the later this goes, the better it is. Utility now coming out top mid. The close play with the MP9 could be everything.
Henny. Pick your moment wisely. Queserato does hit a spectacular scout headshot onto that Boiler Peak. So now Furia have the numbers. Can they truly extend this and get real weapons back in their hands? Bit caught between a rock and a hard place. It was 2 CTs up for the balcony hold, and now the aforementioned Mag 7 readies himself for war. It's a loud open AK charging towards his domain, and a high flash over doesn't catch him. 1 Mag 7 frag is enough here. Give me 1 into the spine of Simple. And that finishes it off nicely. Furia, say go again.
Alex, of the 9 rounds that Furia have, I swear that a big chunk of them have been these compromise buys, either force buy with no other option, or these half buys where like, oh, we got 1 AK, you know, we had a couple of pistols, and those are the rounds they're putting on the board. They're not doing it in convincing gun round fashion. I know Navi, they just had that round where Perfecto finished it off in his own style, but all in all for Navi, for Furia, they're not locking this down as convincingly as Navi. They have broken their money though, so this is that chance for them to hit the double digits, and at this point the game becomes, well, hopefully, a lot more alive because Yuri wants to get aggressive. They don't want to let their foot off the gas here. Picking into second mid, they've seen some players passive and they're blocking each other in the doorway. All right, boys, you both copped the dink. Calm down now.
Oh, that would have been the most embarrassing way to lose a map if you both just get bloody deagle headshot on that moment of contact. Blocking each other in the door, both exposed to the double bridge peak. That was, for lack of a better word, sketchy. They're into apartments though. Na'Vi have been given this. You can see the blood splattered, confirms that damage has been inflicted.
Okay, so they have one smoke and a flash on Perfecto, right? That right there is their, I want to say their only way in. They might need a banger of a deagle kill or Electronic to get sneaky with this CZ, but all in all, that utility is going to be instrumental into at least getting them site control. Okay, Vinny, he's isolated.
Yeah, he'd need to have some strong nerve. And what was this? The flash, he turns it perfectly. Just when it looked like it was dire spray, he catches them both with the flash, and Vinny's managed to find 3. There we go. No issues anymore. No reason to concern too much about a bomb plant. I don't think there is any way Simple's going to be getting that one down. I think, yeah, Yuri's got it on lock, and there's even Queserato holding on the balcony. Treat himself to a sidearm upgrade, but not a single member going down. Furia will start to build a bank now for this 5-round run demanded of them.
This is where you get into some conversation topics, right? You have Bit there who only had 3,800, but Simple's already opted in with the AK. Bit's now forced to the Galil. The same thing happens with Perfecto. Utility isn't great for Na'Vi, but they've decided to go for a buy. Now, there's two trains of thought when you're at this juncture of a game and you're on 15. Do we want to go for buys like this, or do we want to save until we have all the goodies we need for a full execute, for a full buy, for a pocket strat? Well, it's the Na'Vi way. It's getting stuck in when you're compromised.
Oh, that one hurts.
Okay.
There's a third. Just when it looked too good to be true, it gets better. Henny throws a third HE into the mix and it takes them both down. Boomich and Perfecto sent to another realm, silently mantling into the apartments. Doesn't necessarily translate into anything, but it's stylish all the same.
Okay, well, this is another big number advantage for Furia early, and it didn't even feel like they had to do a lot to get those 2 kills. This is quiet, though. If Queserato doesn't jiggle... Oh, the mollies are good. This is going to slow down Na'Vi. They have to respect this. They do have a lot of territory, but there are 4 players close towards this A site. You can see one over towards CT spawn. So they'll lock this down. 50 seconds left, and retooling. Na'Vi are in no rush. That's forced out the smoke of Queserato. There's only one left in the hands of Art. It's just flashes and a HE to work with at this later stages. Oh, Bit's even going to molly the pit. He's made it work.
Yeah, the molly actually does force him backwards. You can see the dissected pits. Does give him a bit of a room to hide, and Simple's got some room to move. Furia, 2 to overcome. Make it just the 1. It's Electronic set to clutch. Cleanly finding Queserato down to 45 if he just finds Vinny. And he has. This could be the clutch to seal the deal. Henny just has to hit the shot, and he does. We go again. Furia, triple kill delivered by the South American AWPer.
Oh, man.
And that's put Na'Vi in squalor, Chad.
Yeah, this is the dramas, right? So there was 2 Galils into that round. There wasn't full utility. Now the score's 15-11. If they take a partial here, it's likely Furia win this one.
Boom, boom. And then you're just wondering, oh, imagine if there was a third.
Yikes.
Boom.
All right. Well, 4 nades coming out from Na'Vi here to get this eco back underway. So this might be used towards the top of Banana to dispel some of that CT-sided aggression. Here the nukes come.
Not too much to get excited about. And Boomich meets Vinny. Boomich trying to clear sandbags. It's often him that's lurking there, and so far this duo is doing everything that's required of them. Simple. He's confirmed Henny's location with his jiggle, and just taken down $7,000 with a bloody P250. Oh, he's no, come on now. Recovering an AWP. If Perfecto hits one of these, it gets awkward. He hits it. Now Simple's got a winnable clutch in it. Oh. He spots him and executes him. Simple's having a round. He's having a simple round. He's got the read. He knows he's coming middle, but he wants to bring the fight. Art surely not anticipating this. 50 seconds. Simple could be anywhere. And he hits it. Simple, you're insane. Navi take Furia's map. A very stylish finish to what could be a